Welcome back. I'm glad you joined. Today we're going to talk about the creative writing. Where did it come from? So, before I get into that, if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, set your notifications so that way you won't miss anything, and share to everyone that you know who might want to hear this content, especially about creative writing. So, diving into the creative writing, and I thank you for those that are actually reading the story of The Wait Between Us. Got a lot of feedback, and I appreciate and love all your feedback. It lets me know that you're going along with the story and that you're actually reading it as if it's actually happening. The thing about creative writing is it's all about your imagination and being creative when it comes to the content or the story. You know, the best thing when I watched the movie, I believe it was NWA, the movie that they about how they got started with Ice Cube's son and a lot of other actors. The best part of that movie is when they said, "What do you see when you go outside?" How do you tell a story of what you see every day? How do you make it come true? That's the creativity. So I go to the gym every day. Monday through Sunday, I'm in the gym. And it hasn't always been that way. So I can only write about what I see every day. There's an Ashley and a Jay in every gym. No matter which state, no matter which country, there's a connection or a gym crush in every gym. That's just truth. So let's dive deeper into the questions that I get that y'all don't see. When did you start? I've been writing for a long time. Let me tell you some things that you may not know about me that are true facts. In the 90s, I was awarded a poetry award for the best poem. It was titled "Love Is." I also that same poem, "Love Is," was published by Hallmark in a card. I used to write a lot of poems, a lot of short stories, some erotic, some regular, but I've always had a knack for writing things as far as what I saw or using my imagination. And I think that came from my childhood. As a child, not telling my age, but I'm older, I grew up playing with Legos, going outside, building ramps to jump with your bicycle. I grew up in those ages where it wasn't a whole lot of video games. It was more go outside, go play, just be home before the lights come on. And it was in that growing up where I got to use imagination, creativity, making something that you see in your mind come to life on how you see it. It was later that in relationships where I was encouraged to read, my best friend, my kid's mother, I love her to death because she encouraged and enforced me to read. Same thing my parents did growing up. I didn't like to read. But anytime that you read a book, it captivates you and it takes you somewhere that you're not currently. It puts you right in the front seat of that story. And it was books that I read that visually I saw the movie in my head while reading. So that's where I wanted to dive into as far as with the content of creativity of the story, The Wait Between Us. I wanted to be so real, like, is this really happening? Is this your life? No. Jay is a persona of me, but not me. Okay? So, in diving into the creativity, I wanted to express how I see things in my head, but bring them to life on paper. I can't get more plainer than that. But if you haven't caught up on all the stories, you need to go back and actually read from the beginning to where it is currently. You might be interested into what's about to happen. I can't say a whole lot, and I never give away the whole story because I want you to read. I want you to actually enjoy what I'm telling you and how I'm telling you as the story digresses. Thank you for my supporters. Thank you for my subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, share it with someone else. Like I told you in the beginning, I plan to do a lot of videos, a lot of shorts, a lot of things just to hold your attention. But in the post section, there are workout routines. There are definitely the stories. There's definitely encouraging posts to get you through those days where you just seem like you can't give it your all. I'm here for you. Love is love. Thank you for watching. Until the next story or next adventure, feel free to comment, subscribe, like, and share, and turn your notifications on.